Hey, roll that intro, boy.
We got to do our like pre-intro to the intro deal.
Oh, we got to do some small talk and
Not the small talk, but the part of today we discuss a brief analysis of COTA.
okay. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and last week we talked about NASCAR racing in a baseball stadium, but today we're gonna flip it and reverse it. And we're gonna talk about playing baseball at a NASCAR track. And then, what do you think about Denny Hamlin maybe driving for 2311? Ooh.
I mean, it's really not surprising.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at all either. But now let's hit that intro.
All right, hit that intro.
Wing. There we go.
All right, guys. If you missed it, welcome to RHPD podcast. This is episode 9. We're almost in double digits, Voodoo.
Right.
Almost there.
I wouldn't have had surgery. This would have been double digits.
That's okay. If you count bonus episodes, we're in double digits.
Oh yeah, we way past it.
Oh yeah. So tonight we're gonna be talking a little bit about. These just your notes from last week that I'm looking.
Are you looking at the ones that are dated for 2024 March 25th?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am. But it says merch reveal, and we did that last week.
Oh yeah, I didn't delete that. Sorry.
Okay.
It's
I
gone.
was like,
Hey, look at that. We're human. What do you know? Surprise.
Sorry, Twitch viewers. I'm just a little slow and seeing that and it tripped me up. Well, we're going to be talking about some different things today. I know we kind of talked about Denny Hamlin going to 23XI. We're going to talk about that. Talk about some baseball being played at a NASCAR track. Only 3 weeks until I go to Texas and get
only 4 weeks until I go to Digga.
Well, yeah, well, only 14 weeks until we both go to Nashville. But who's counting?
Nobody, apparently.
I know. I'm really looking forward to that, though. As far as us and our trip, we got some cool things planned for that. So,
yeah, expect quite a few bonus episodes from that.
Oh yeah. I have an announcement. I don't even think you knew about this, but I have an announcement.
What? Secrets don't make friends. Gotta tell all the buddies here.
Well, we have somebody entered for the NASCAR signature giveaway that we're going to be drawing for in June.
Hey.
Yeah, so if you guys, like I said, there's only one person that I know of, which I've been going through my comments and stuff. So if you guys want in on that, now's the time to do it because there's only one person in there.
That means your chances are high.
Very. So the more that I look into this, speaking of kind of the giveaway, the more I look into this meet and greet, it's more like a trying to think of what the word is, a press, like a
press conference meeting for fans.
Yeah, so I think we'll be able to get up and stand up, ask questions. Sorry if I start coughing or something. My allergies are kicking my butt today.
Unacceptable.
If I know, like you said, we're human. If I don't get a signature, I have a contingency plan that I'm not going to announce until until that part goes. But I do promise there's going to be a legit signature be given away. So,
oh boy,
I'm excited. And after that tangent, I don't know where I went, but yeah, we're going to be talking a little bit about, of course, Denny Hamlin. We'll be talking about some of the drama that happened at COTA, some of our picks for the next race, which I totally know what it is right off the top of my head. It's
Richmond.
That's what I was thinking. I didn't want to say it out loud and be like, "Oh, it's."
It's like right there under our first topic.
Yes. Duh, I didn't even read that. Sorry. But yeah, we're gonna be talking a little bit about our picks for Richmond, some of the new sponsors, team changes, stuff like what we usually do. We had some pretty interesting things happen at COTA.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to talk about.
I don't know if you want to go ahead and start talking about COTA a little bit, or if you want to jump into.
How dare you go off script? I'm just kidding.
I know, but I don't even see where you've got the COTA. I kind of do, but
well, I didn't really write down everything because that would take up a lot of notes.
Yeah, it would.
So really, it's like the basic stuff is down, but I figured we could talk about the rest of the stuff still.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, the Grand Prix analysis. I want to talk a little bit something that's not Cup Series. Did you see that Marco Andretti? You can throw that away. Did you see Marco Andretti lost his rear axle?
Yep, they're taking that whole shebang to the research and development center.
Like, I want to know, like, was he telling his pit crew like they were feeling something loose, or
did he just vibration in the rear?
Yeah. Oh man, I just don't have any power. Probably because your power's rolling down the. Like, yeah, they do, but
my truck won't go, dude. You're missing your rear axle.
Oh, you talking about the audio files? I'm sure they do. I just haven't looked. Yeah.
For our viewers of Race Hale Praise Dale, there is not an imaginary person that he is talking to over there.
Yeah, she's actually on my webcam.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna mic you up next week. You're getting mic'd up. You better get ready. No, I'm micing you up. I don't care if I got to order one of those little ones that attach to your phone and they talk in it. Clips right here or something, because you add a lot to the conversation and then all they hear is the one side.
Right.
So we're gonna mic you up.
Like, I can't even hear you with the setup we have now.
Yeah, it's like completely different. Like this thing, the reason I wanted this mic because it condenses your children screaming in the background or dogs barking, and it works so well that even fucking right here it doesn't pick it up. So, but anyway, back to COTA. That and then that blew me away. That was the first time I'd ever seen anything like that as far as in a race. Ah, dude. I'm sure. I'm wondering. Well, first off, it could have just been a freak thing, you know, something come undone or whatever. But I'm wondering what is the what's gonna be the penalty for that? Like, obviously, he didn't get to finish. But is he gonna have to face a fine? Is his car chief gonna get suspended? Or
I'm sure we'll hear within like the next couple days of anything if it does come down. I want to say Tuesday definitely. Or Wednesday is usually like the last day that they'll release penalties for the previous week. So we shall see.
Yeah.
But that dude lost everything, like axle, both wheels, shocks.
The pumpkin, yeah, everything.
Yeah.
I bet he had a bumpy ride when that thing come undone.
Like, it's not going. It's not going. Yeah, your wheels are in front of you, dude.
I have no power. I have no power. Yeah, it's probably because your powertrain's going down.
Your rear wheels are about 150, 200 feet in front of you.
He said your rear wheels have just become your front wheels, and they're about 300 foot in front of you. Your rear-wheel drive truck just became a no-wheel drive truck.
Yeah. Does it count as like him losing two wheels?
I mean, at least they didn't come off the hubs, because then his crew chief and all that would be
right. Yeah, that's definitely a unique situation. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
That's definitely like, and I get that news got overcrowded by, of course, the drama between Busch and Bell, which we'll get into that a little bit later. But I seen that and I was like, this is going to be a great race weekend. I'm not gonna lie, I almost put a picture of the wheels in the weekend winners video.
Andretti's rear axle.
Yeah.
Oh man,
yeah.
Definitely stole the show. I can tell you that much.
Oh yeah, that's gonna definitely be a memorable moment, at least in his career and his fans' career. Like, do you remember when you lost your axle? Shut up! I don't want to talk about it.
On this time, on this day last year.
Yeah. My question is though, is he keeping that rear axle? Be like, this is what cost me COTA.
Yeah.
I mean, his team probably paid a pretty penny for that, or is probably going to pay a pretty penny for that. So they might as well keep it and put it in a museum or something.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I could possibly see where NASCAR wouldn't penalize them either, because it all depends on the reason why it came off, I guess.
I mean, if something just, I'm gonna say if that truck just like had, I don't even know how it come off. Like, if that truck just hit the corners too hard or something and broke the mounts and all that, it's still kind of a problem because no other team did that. Hang on, let me move my mic. I feel like it's right in my face.
Put it in your mouth. Oh wait, sorry, this is family friendly.
Oh, that's good. I just took the mic arm off.
Your mic is like Andretti's rear axle.
I lost my rear axles. Yeah, I guess. Okay.
All right. Well, let's get the script rolling.
Technical difficulty screen.
Yeah, let's get the script rolling so we don't waste too much time here.
Okay, can y'all still hear me?
Yes, I think. Yeah.
Okay, I feel better because now it's not like this. It's not like I'm hiding behind the mic.
You just didn't want to be recognized when you made all those comments about his rear end, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. You're right. All right, so that's all I really wanted to talk about as far as COTA until we get a little further on down. I know that this is generally a Cup Series podcast, but that was just too good not to mention.
Yeah,
so,
I got a couple things listed down that are truck/Xfinity news for this week too. So
okay,
kind of ties in.
You.
But first things first. Well, not first things first. First things after all that fun jazz. Let's talk about the new sponsors. So the preliminary entry list for Richmond got released. I know we mentioned this in the past, but you got Superior Essex that's going to be jumping on Noah Gragson's car this week.
Yes, sir.
Technically, this wouldn't be a new one. It's probably going to be the same scheme that Austin Cindric drove, the Menards Duracell car. Remember that? Like,
yeah.
Was that last week or the week before? That's probably going to be the same one. But this next one technically is a new driver announcement mixed in, but we're going to talk about his races as well. Look at the Ty Dillon making an appearance in the Cup Series.
With the Chevy accessories car number 16.
Yeah, he's starting this weekend at Richmond, but he's also going to be running Texas, New Hampshire. Why did I put Richmond twice? And Kansas.
You take notes like I do.
There's a different race in there because it's 5 races that he's going to be racing. Maybe the second Richmond. Do they race Richmond twice? Maybe.
I'm not sure. I'm not going to say yes and then not be. So,
yeah.
And he's talking about Cup because done.
Yeah.
Questions you're asking are
Yeah.
questions that people could be asking at home.
Right. And you could be adding to colorful commentary to our colorful podcast.
Exactly.
Well, this next one, Daniel.
All right, so yeah, I was gonna go ahead.
Go ahead.
So Daniel Hemrick is running LA Golf Scheme, or as a not scheme, but as a sponsor.
Well, I mean, yeah, primary sponsor. So it will be an LA Golf Scheme.
Yeah.
By the way, these are all ones at Richmond that'll be debuted this weekend. We just have not seen them released yet.
This next driver, he's been doing pretty good this year. I'm not gonna lie, he was not my first pick, but he's kind of winning me over.
He may have to be starting on my fantasy team here soon.
I know he's definitely driving better than his teammate. We're talking about Michael McDowell, and I'm kind of curious to see this car. I really hope it's like a yellow blue, like old school. He's driving the Long John Silvers. I'm sorry, my dog's getting in trouble for messing with my kid, so I was trying to watch what they're doing.
Imaginary dog, imaginary children, imaginary wife.
Joke's on you. I'm in a cardboard box with a
green screen.
and my boss is.
Oh, look, dog's not imaginary. That's there too. So after the Long John Silver's car, his teammate Todd Gilliland, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, is running a Farziga scheme, which is another medicine scheme, much like Austin Dillon and Busher is going to be running this weekend. And then Ricky Stenhouse Jr. The entry list said Kroger/NOS Energy, but there were reports earlier in the season of him running a box top for education scheme. I wonder if they're going to tie them both together somehow. We'll see about that. And then Daniel Suarez's Mexico Series sponsor is coming to the Cup Series with old Quaker State. I think that's going to be a cool scheme there. I think that's going to be a real nice scheme. Real nice. That's all of the Richmond sponsors that are going to be out and about this weekend, which of course you want to look out for that scheme reveal. I'm working on changing the layout of those slides for that video, but still aiming to release it Thursday morning as long as we get all of the schemes for it. That'll be cool. But jumping past that, at Gateway, Chris Busher will be running a TA Travel Centers of America scheme, which we do have the paint scheme reveal of that here in just a little bit. And then another announcement that came about is that Boot Barn is going to jump on Austin Dillon's car for multiple races, starting with Pocono, but they didn't announce what other races those were going to be at. That's going to be fun. Where did I put Skip Barber? Oh, yeah. So this one I added here. Skip Barber Racing School is going to be sponsoring somebody in the Cup Series at Martinsville. Don't know who yet. We'll find out. If you're talking to me, Dally, you're still on mute. There he is.
All right. Sorry about that. Work called. I'm on call this week, so I have to answer.
Not to be punerific, but duty calls.
That's fair.
But yeah, so that's gonna be cool. Skip Barber Racing School will be sponsoring somebody as Martinsville. We just don't know who yet.
Let's hit some. Since you did most of the sponsors, because I had that call, I'll take the team changes.
All right.
BJ McLeod Motorsports has sold its Xfinity owner points to SS Greenlight number 17, currently ranked P22. It will go into effect for Daniel Kvyat. Is that how you say his name?
I don't know. He's like Russian or something. Daniel Kvyat, something like that.
Or I'm saying Kvyat.
Sure.
I'm hoping
Sounds
that's
good.
right.
If you want to call in to the
COTA.
show here, Daniel, you can correct us. We will gladly.
Definitely. No disrespect. We would sure like to talk to you a little bit about it.
Yeah, that went in effect this weekend. That's pretty cool.
All right, let's I'm sorry. I was and then you got Viking Mode oh. No. You got Viking Motorsports. Oh my god. They signed Matty B and Matt DeBit. Oh my god, dude,
Matt
I can't talk
DiBenedetto.
tonight. Thank you.
Di Burrito.
That dude, they signed him for the number 38 for Richmond, Martinsville, Texas, Talladega, Dover, and possibly more. So he's going to the Cup running the number 38. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will be behind the wheel of the 88 Hillman's Chevrolet at Bristol in September. That's for the Xfinity race. You didn't put the Xfinity race in there.
Well, I put for JR Motorsports, which is an Xfinity team, sir.
Oh, well, I just skipped over that part. So
Yeah.
Jennifer Jo Cobb is making the return to the Truck Series in the number 10 at Kansas, which is her home track. Josh Williams, congratulations on your baby and your hilarious comments. Raced COTA
Right.
after having the baby. Yep. Welcome, Atlin. Adam Stern reported that Denny Hamlin has revealed that he would like to drive for 23XI one day, but it is not clear if that would be full-time or part-time. He was quoted saying, "I'm slowly but surely starting to believe that 23XI..." Go.
He did not say go,
Have you
go,
a good
go.
night. Bandit, go lay down. Okay, 23XI racing one day, but it is not clear if that be full or part-time. He was quoted saying, "I'm slowly but surely starting to believe that 23XI is an equal to the position I'm in right now." Denny Hamlin is also working with Nike's Jordan's brand to produce special 23XI merch that fans could buy only in person visiting the team's new airspeed headquarters. That would be really cool. I'd have to have some. Okay, Colleague Racing is running number 16 Ty Dillon for Richmond and Texas. New Hampshire, you said Richmond twice. Yeah, we've already covered this. MBM Racing has signed Timmy Hill at North Wilkesboro. That's the All-Star race, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And David Starr for Charlotte.
They do not have sponsors yet for those two races, so they did post that they were looking for sponsors. Just saying.
Maybe one day we get sponsored.
Yeah. Might hit them up and be like, "Hey, how much to get our logo slapped on the car?"
It's all about 30 grand.
I just said slapped on the car. It could be like next to the Goodyear logo, bro.
I said what I said.
All right.
I'll give you $300 to slap our logo on.
Yeah.
But I want that piece of metal when you break the car down.
All right. So let's jump to some NASCAR updates, because that's probably out of our reach to sponsor a Coke car right now. Joe Gibbs
It's
Racing.
out of my reach to sponsor a diecast cup car right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Joe Gibbs Racing has become the first team in NASCAR to pass over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. One day we will be there with them.
Right. Bristol Motor Speedway could be hosting a baseball game between the Texas Rangers and Atlanta Braves during the 2025 season, but it has not been confirmed. That would be kind of cool. I'd have to go get
That's kind of that lead thing that we were talking about, like NASCAR trying to race in Dodger Stadium, and now we got some baseball teams coming to play at Bristol.
That's some mergings of two professional sports. You got the NBL and NASCAR. That'd be pretty cool.
I guess it's not surprising that they've already put dirt down at Bristol, so I guess we could put down dirt for a baseball diamond.
I'm wondering, so do you think this would spark like die-cast mock-ups of like teams' cars like they did in like the 90s for college teams?
Maybe, but I could also see potentially some baseball teams starting to sponsor NASCAR. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
We've seen some colleges do it. When you got Liberty University, I've seen Grambling, probably a number of other ones.
Michigan State or something like that. I can't remember exactly which one.
Yeah, I remember that one. I mean, there's been college. Why not professional teams? Speaking of stadiums.
So, go ahead.
NASCAR is taking over as the promoter of racing at Bowman Gray Stadium. Austin Shuford, previously worked for Track Enterprises at the Nashville Fairgrounds, has been named to manage racing operations there. Potential clash at Bowman Gray Stadium.
That'd be pretty cool.
Interesting. Only the bad part about it is that it's all the way in the Carolinas, so.
Right. I mean, I've made one trip there already. I might as well go to another. I've got 2 more tracks around there that I need to get to.
I got a whole bunch of tracks I need to get to.
That's fair. I do too.
I'm only going to be hitting track number 3.
By the time we hit Nashville, I'll be hitting, let's see. Nashville will be my 4th.
Nashville will be my 3rd.
No, 5th.
I got Texas and Talladega. That's the only 2 I've been to.
So my first one was Kansas. My second one was Darlington.
I would love to go to Darlington during Throwback Week.
I would too. We went for the playoff race, which it's so hard to go when they're not in playoffs, just because of the way my wife's job is, because she works at a school. So if we go, it usually has to be a playoff race, unless it's like Texas, where it just so happens that it's close enough we can make it back to work.
Yeah.
All right, so next on NASCAR updates. According to a Dutch TV show, their local NASCAR announcer revealed that there have been several video calls between NASCAR representatives and the circuit of Zandvoort. I'm assuming I'm saying that terribly wrong, so I'm sorry. Next step would be for officials to meet in person in the U.S. Listen, all I'm saying is if they get a track over where wherever they're at, I'm gonna be a little salty because I'm gonna be a little salty because I want a track in Oklahoma. That's all I'm asking.
Well, I mean, the track's already there. It's just not having cup cars run on it. But can you imagine the cost for teams to get all their cars over there to race with them?
I mean, they took them to Japan one year.
Yeah, true.
96. That would be a cool one to watch them go back to the Sakura track. That would be cool.
Yeah. All right. So next up,
Flash in Japan? Question mark?
Yeah. I don't know about that.
All right, let's talk about
maybe
the
an all-star race.
2025. That would be pretty cool. 2025 schedule.
It's gonna be fun. We get to know what channels we get to watch our 2025 races on. So
You better have all of the subscriptions.
Yep. Weeks 1 through 14, which include the Clash and the All-Star race. We will have 5 of those races on Fox and 10 of them on FS1.
Yeah, and it's about to get confusing because races 15 through 19, 5 will be on Amazon Prime. All practice and qualifying for the 16 of the first 19 races will be on Amazon Prime. That includes the Clash and the 500.
Correction, Clash 500 and the All-Star race will be on Fox. It doesn't include those three. Yeah, that's the three that are missing from the 19.
So, and then 20 through 24, 5 races will be on TNT and WBD Max. I don't know what that is.
Warner Brothers Discovery. Pay attention to our previous announcement there. And then races 25 through 38. You got 4 on NBC, 10 on USA. But as he mentioned before, the first 16 of 19 are going to be on Amazon Prime Video, while the second 19 will be on Warner Brothers Discovery Max and True TV. That's a channel we haven't seen some races on, is True TV. It'd be interesting.
Right. I think YouTube TV has TNT and all that. I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah.
Just in the base plan. So if you got YouTube TV, you should be good for all the races.
Yes, sir. Other than the ones on Amazon
Except
Prime.
for the Amazon. Yeah. Which, I mean, we have Prime and all that.
Me too. So I ain't worried.
I'm not worried, but I don't know why NASCAR decided to do this. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like the NFL. I don't know why they decided to do that.
See what happens.
It just, I mean, I don't know if you've seen the records for this year, but NASCAR's like not doubled, but they've got like a good 50% increase in viewership. Why would they gamble it on all of this? That's my question.
I don't know.
I guess that's why we're sitting here on Twitch talking about it instead of
getting paid to talk about it.
Yeah. So let's move on a little bit. I was talking about giveaways, and we talked about our Chris Bell giveaway, or not our Chris Bell. I'm sorry, our autograph giveaway. I'm gonna start calling it that just in case. So I told you the way. Well, I'll reiterate the way you enter in that. We have one person entered. Is you find one of our YouTube videos or our tweets, and you just comment a racetrack. Doesn't matter what racetrack it is. It's just a racetrack that the Cup has been to. And then you will be put in for that drawing. We will be drawing that. Or did we say June 29th or did we say July 1st? I can't remember which one we said that.
I don't remember what day we said either. But it'll be that weekend at some point.
Yeah, so we will make announcements when we're drawing for sure.
Yeah.
But we have another giveaway that is a little bit longer. It's for our fantasy league. Last I checked, which was right after the race yesterday, I believe Trash Can's still running or still winning.
Unfortunately.
Right. But so the way that one works is you join our fantasy league, you get on the NASCAR app or go on NASCAR.com, search for leagues, and it's the Raise Hale, that's Hale, Praisedale podcast, and it has to say podcast or it's not ours. And the password is RHPD 2024, and the RHPD is lowercase. Yeah, so it's still early enough in the season. I think if you had some good picks, you could come back and be in contingency. But the winner of that fantasy gets a 1/64th diecast from Lionel that they get to pick, and we will ship it to you, or we will cash app you the money to buy it, whichever's easiest.
Indeed.
But yeah, that is our 2 giveaways at the moment. I'm sure throughout the season we will have some more or some different things. But now that we've got that out of the way, we can talk about COTA, or the EchoMark Grand Prix. Do you want to go start, or do you want me to?
You go ahead, man. You started off.
So we're gonna start with the purse for the race, or for the event. The cup purse was $9,740,789
Insane.
in the membrane.
Don't get us copyrighted.
I wasn't singing.
Wasn't long enough to get us copyrighted.
A popular name in this race there this weekend, Kyle Busch and Ricky Stenhouse failed tech twice, resulting in their car chiefs being ejected and losing their pit stall selection. Okay, so I'm kind of jumping ahead, but I love the fact that Kyle Busch is like, I tried to race you fair, but his car was rejected twice. Like, obviously you weren't trying to race anybody fair.
Huh? Failed tech for some reason.
I am not. I'm going to say this. Since Kyle Busch switched to RCR, I like him a little bit more than I did before. That does not mean by any means am I a Kyle Busch fan. I find him whiny and annoying.
Come on, you're not part of Rowdy Nation.
No. I can't stand him. He's just annoying, and he when he gets mad, he gets whiny, and I don't know. It's just kind of cringy sometimes. I'm like, you're a grown man. Be a man, you know. But yeah, so that is my 2 cents on that situation with that driver. So we can move on if you want to move on. And before I start crapping on Kyle Busch.
Got
so
to pay extra for that.
An hour of me just crapping on him.
So talking about the front row now, old Willie B snagged himself the pole, and then Toyota of Ty Gibbs started on the outside of the front row. That was pretty cool. Get Toyota up front.
He ran a really good race.
He did.
Oh, Gibbs. This year he's stepped up. I was a little leery last year, you know. Like I said before, I was really kind of leery of his driving because he didn't really do anything amazing like I thought he would. But this year he's kind of stepped it up, and I'm kind of glad. But I mean, when your grandpa owns a team, you probably get better equipment than everybody else. So
I don't know if you can exactly say that, because I mean, this is what, the second year of him being in that 54, or last year kind of sketchy. This year is a whole lot better than last year.
Definitely. He's starting to work into one of my better drivers as far, you know, I mean, in my list, one of the better drivers. I don't know.
I was hoping he'd pull off a win this week because I had him on my fantasy team.
I just hope he doesn't get cocky like Kyle Busch. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Yeah, we'll see. We shall see.
But you got Chris Buescher and Ryan Preece and Timmy Hill to the rear. Oh my gosh, I can't read tonight. To the rear for unapproved adjustments. Chris Buescher's was a steering rack adjustment. Ryan Preece was valve springs, and Timmy Hill, it doesn't say.
Yeah, it didn't list what he was, but I know they announced it during the race. But I mean, he only started like one row in front of the last row anyway, so wasn't too big of a deal for him. But we got news for, I didn't put that in there, did I? The 66 team is going to be racing a couple more races this year.
Are they?
Yeah, I didn't. Oh yeah, we did. Timmy Hill at All-Star Race and David Starr at Charlotte. You mentioned this.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, it was way early. We've already mentioned this. Okay.
I'm human too. All right.
We're definitely professionals.
Yes.
So we can talk about the stages if you want to.
I hear you don't like this driver that took stage one.
Oh no, I hate this driver that took stage one. Only the best driver in the field, boy.
Oh, okay.
Chris Bell took stage one. Unless Jimmy's driving.
All right. Couple more weeks and we get to see him on the track again.
I know, I get to see him for the first time in my life race live, and I'm pretty excited about it.
You get to see him
What?
for the first
Christopher
time
Bell?
at the track that I saw him the first time racing in person too. Pretty nifty.
Yeah. I'm ready to see him take Dover. I really, really hope that he just wipes them away with Dover. I doubt it, just because of how he's been racing in the past, because he's not, used to this newer car, all that. But I would love just if I could cash in all my luck tokens for this year. All I'm saying is, I'd cash them in for Dover.
You gonna make me put him on my fantasy team that week?
Oh no! Anytime he races, he's on mine. So that probably hurts me in the long run. But oh well. You can't say you're a fan unless you stand with them when they lose too.
Yep, for sure. Every time he starts a race, he's on my fantasy team. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. Chris Bell took stage 1. Denny Hamlin took stage 2. The Toyotas, I thought were gonna sweep it, but Willie B got the win. And I feel like if there was one more lap, Bell would have had him.
I was about to say Bell was hunting his butt down.
Yeah, Bell was hunting him down. I think there was only like 6 seconds in between them when they crossed the finish line. And I want to put that in perspective.
It was 0.6.
0.6.
Yeah. He closed that thing down quick. Like after that last pit stop, they were about, I don't know, 6-7 seconds apart, but 16, he shrunk it down.
No, they were 16 seconds apart.
That's right, yeah.
After Bell pit on lap 19 till the end.
I think what I saw was it was 0.69 seconds that he was back when they crossed the finish line.
I was gonna say let's put this in perspective. Bell pit not with 19 to go, right? He was like one of the few that pit that late, and he was chasing him down when he pit. He went from like a 6 second it was like a 8 second difference to a 19 second difference when he got out of the pit, and then worked his way around and got up to 0.6 apparently. See, I thought it was just 6 seconds, but now that you said that, I remember he was like right on his tail.
Yeah, he was getting there.
Yeah, if they would have had one more lap, I think Bell would have had
it. He didn't even need another lap. He needed like 1 or 2 more turns.
2 more turns. Yeah. I think Bell would have had it, but it's been a great weekend for Bell as far as, well, since he won there at Phoenix, it's been pretty decent for his playoff points, because he got the playoff point for taking the stage, and he had his win. I think he had a stage last week too, didn't he?
I believe so, yeah.
I think. Yeah, so he's ranked 3rd right now.
That's not terrible.
No,
I could do that in my sleep though.
If he can hold. Oh yeah, totally. If OC Bell wins his championship this year, which I know it's still way early.
Come on, you don't think it's Denny Hamlin's year?
No, I don't. I hope not. I like the Denny Hamlin has no championship memes way too much.
Oh,
my favorite is the dad from Fairly Odd Parents. There's that one meme where he's like, "This is where I'd put my blank if I had one," and it's Denny Hamlin with his championship. Yeah, I love those memes. But
yeah.
Anyway, Willie B took the race.
Yeah, no fun.
Hale,
rear axles falling off on the Cup Series. So
only Truck Series. So one thing cracked me up this weekend. Justin Hale was getting all kinds of praise for how good he was doing and all that, and then they went and checked his weight after the race, and he got DQ'd because it was underweight. So like all those people are like, "Oh, that's probably why."
Yeah. A lot easier to get that thing up to speed when it doesn't have as much weight on it.
Right. And then Ross Chastain's vehicle is going to R&D Center.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about.
I think they just wanted to take a closer look at it. They didn't say that there was anything wrong with it or anything like that. It's just a random car they pulled in to look into further, I guess.
Oh, just to see. I bet he was sweating when they're like, "Hey, you need to come to the R&Ds."
Right. Yeah.
Was that bothering you, Martin?
A little bit. I didn't do my column separators. That's why it's all like jumbled up weird. Today was a Monday from HE double hockey sticks. Okay, it was rough.
Yeah, I feel that one. It wasn't too bad for me, but it was bad enough. I was like, okay, getting annoying.
Yeah. I think we got somebody as a rookie of the week this week that hasn't been rookie of the week yet this season.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Just to put our rookies into perspective, you got Josh Berry that netted -4 spots by starting in 31st and ending in 35th.
Kaz Gralla started 23rd, lost 4 positions as well, and finished 27th.
And just to keep it in line with that, I'm going to skip over that third one there. I'll go to Carson Hocevar. Started P18 and finished in P22. Wow, wonder how many spots that is.
For those of you that aren't good at math, that's 4.
Yeah.
All our rookies, except for one, dropped 4 spots. But in this corner, and the number 71, Zane Smith started P34 and finished 19th. That's the best race he's had all season.
Mm-hmm.
That
focused health card looked good this week.
I'm not gonna lie.
I would easily say that Zane Smith gets rookie of the week this week.
Definitely.
No debate this week like last week.
No debate. Yeah, we both agree on that one.
Yeah.
All right, so we have last week we started the thing, and I'm kind of proud of them. We started the weekend winners videos, where I just edit together a quick video telling you who won what series. So this was we had 3 winners this week, but I'm pretty proud of them. In fact, I texted you earlier today, and I was like, did you see this? So I posted, of course, I post them on YouTube as shorts, and I post them on TikTok. I had the weekend winners up for, what was it, 5 hours, I think, when I texted you.
Yeah.
And that sucker had already, when I seen it, it was 275. When you seen it, it was like 320.
I don't know what it's at now, though.
Yeah, I haven't looked, but I am super proud of them, and so that means I will continue doing them.
Yeah. And for you guys watching this, we're gonna go ahead and roll it for you, so you don't have to go watch it on your own. But feel free to go watch it on your own as well. And I get some more views on it. But
definitely,
we gonna roll it right now for you.
All right, guys. So that was the weekend winners. Like I said, I started it. I think it was last week because I did Bristol.
I think it's been. I think this is the third week
before that. Yeah, this is the 3rd week because I did one for. Anyway, I did one the week before
Bristol,
but we didn't have an episode. Yeah. Hey, it is what it is.
So good.
But, yeah,
we're both human.
They're actually like a lot of fun to make. Like it doesn't take very long, but it's just fun to play around with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think your weekend winners videos are getting a little more hits than my paint scheme reveal videos now.
Oh, you think so?
Well, I mean, you got 300 and something views on it. When we looked at it earlier,
paint schemes have.
I think they only get like maybe around 200 for the whole like week that they're up. You going to look it up, ain't you?
Trying. What is this doing this?
Yes.
Anyway. As of right now, our week in winners has 352 views.
Insane.
Yeah.
That was just posted today, by the way.
Yeah. I am super happy about it.
Definitely has more views than our paint scheme, I would say. But that's okay.
Our bonus behind the mic has 14 views, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. That's one of our longest episodes too, other than our very first episode.
Yeah, it's two. Yeah, our very first one was like 2.5 hours.
Yeah. We've since shrunk that down a little bit.
We're trying to keep it at the hour. I think we're gonna go maybe just a little over today. But so enough about our weekend winners. If you guys enjoyed that, let us know in the chat and comments.
Yes, please. Also, if you have other ideas that you would like to see, let us know. We can start trying to get those implemented for you as well. Because we like making you guys happy.
Definitely. I just want to say thank you guys, because like I like seeing the way that the podcast has evolved. Because if any of you guys have been here since the beginning, where it was just on Spotify, I mean, it has come a long way. So I appreciate it, and I can't tell you guys that enough.
Yeah.
But enough being prideful.
Enough brown nosing.
Exactly. We'll talk about some Richmond. I'll let you go ahead.
Unfortunately, I don't have it as spiffified as last week's COTA with the forecast and everything. But it's all good.
you didn't have as much time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Monday was Monday. Anyway, so Friday.
You love Mondays.
We don't have truck action this weekend, but we do have some modified action. Yeah. I don't know if these are going to be televised or not.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
I didn't see anything about them being televised, but we'll look for it. But the modifieds on Friday at 12:45 p.m. Eastern time. These are all Eastern times. Will be practice. 4:30 p.m. will be qualifying, and 6:30 p.m. would be the race for the modifieds, which I believe is 150 either miles or laps, depending on which way you look at it. And then on Saturday, all on FS1 this time around. We know what channel this will be on. 8:35 a.m. Yes, you heard me. Super bright and early a.m. on Saturday is Xfinity practice and qualifying. 10 a.m. you got NASCAR race up. 10:30 you got the Cup practice and qualifying. 12:30 p.m. you got NASCAR race day, and then 1:30 p.m. is the Xfinity race, which I think these links may be off a little bit, but you got 75, 75, and 100. What happened?
So it will be televised, but it will only be on Flow Racing.
Flow,
I don't have Flow Racing. I don't know if you do.
That makes sense.
So it will be televised.
Fixed.
On Sunday.
The big day. By the way, happy Easter on Sunday. We will not see you before then, so happy Easter Sunday if you celebrate it.
At 5:30 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time on FS1. NASCAR race day starts at 6 p.m. on Fox, not FS1, but Fox. NASCAR race day will continue, and then at 7, the Cup race will be on Fox as well. And the first stage will be 70 laps. The second will be 160 laps. And the third and final stage will be 170.
Insane.
Yes, sir.
So, I also didn't have time to do research of who I was picking to win Richmond. So, let me do my quick research on who I'm going to pick for that.
Well, to be fair, I haven't either.
Doesn't seem right.
Everywhere that I'm showing is 2019. Even on like the NASCAR website, the NASCAR website only goes to 2016.
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking on Motor Racing Network, and I feel like we've been there since then. Though.
That's one I usually check. So do I. Okay. So Richmond, they did race there last year.
Why is it not on this stuff then?
Would you quit whining? So I've got the results from last year. If you want me to read them off to you.
I think I got it found. It did.
Okay. I know who I'm gonna pick. Next year. What? Yes.
Who you getting?
I think I'm gonna pick OC Bell.
Oh boy.
Well, just think of it this time. Last year he finished 4th.
Mm-hmm.
And the Toyotas have been going pretty dang hard this year. I'm gonna say either Ty Gibbs or Seabell. Those are my 2 picks.
Well, I wasn't accurate in picking a full-on win from Kyle Busch last week, but he did have a pretty solid race.
Kyle Busch doesn't deserve to win. That's what we forgot to talk about.
Yeah, Kyle Busch and old Chris Bell.
Yeah, like how he... Okay, so we'll take a step backwards because I'm special needs and didn't think about it. If you don't know already, which I'm sure you do because it's all over my Twitter and Facebook and TikTok, everything. At the end of COTA, Kyle Busch saw it appropriate to get in Chris Bell's face, and I will say, even as a Chris Bell fan, I was really hoping Chris Bell wasn't about to start bawling, even though he looked like he was about to.
He did look like a little baby.
It did hurt a little bit to see him. That I really was hoping, he'd get back in his face. That's all I wanted. Did not work. Did not happen.
I mean,
he
didn't get crazy. He didn't back down either. He just kind of was like, all right.
He didn't tell him. He was just like, whatever. I don't have time for you. That's pretty much what he told him. And then in the interview that was after that, I don't know. I sent that link to you. He said that he definitely was in the wrong for Kyle Larson's accident. Hang on. Stupid allergies. He did say he was in the wrong, and he said he doesn't really want to apologize, but he would apologize for that one. He said, however, the Kyle Busch accident, he said he will not take full responsibility for because Kyle come down way too quick. And I don't know how Kyle said he wrecked him twice. I didn't see him wreck him twice. in general, but even in general, I don't think he's Kyle Busch. But
is that
anyway,
imaginary wife of his again?
Yep, the one that needs to be mic'd up. Anyway, that's the drama that's been going on. Are we gonna see a retaliation? Possibly. I think Kyle Busch is just mad that he's not as a contingent driver as he feels like he should be, if that makes sense. Because these new Toyotas are absolutely killing everything in sight. The Fords kind of suck. Chevys are what they've been. So,
yeah. But jumping back to where we were.
Yeah, sorry.
I think Kyle Busch is gonna pull off the win, only because he's won 6 Richmond races, which is the most among active current Cup drivers. But we shall see. We shall see.
I disagree with you. Kyle Busch isn't going to win Richmond. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. All right. Fun part. We got a couple of paint schemes to reveal.
That's and this one I'm really ready for.
We don't usually get to reveal paint schemes after the season starts, but we do today.
I'm really excited for this next scheme. Look how beautiful that is.
It's all right.
What do you mean it's all right? It looks really good with the 88. Oh, I was straight up like, what do you mean? That is such a good paint scheme.
I have to say it is pretty slick looking, and I hope it looks even half as good as the 88 did when it got ran.
I agree with that one.
But I mean, they got into detail, like the numbers all textured, like the way it was on the 88 and stuff. Crazy.
I do like, yeah. You know what I think would make it just one step further?
What's that?
I think that if they, you know how like the gold is on fire trucks, how like they take that thing and they scratch it in circles.
Oh yeah.
I feel like if they did that to the number 9, that would be amazing.
It would probably look good, but then it wouldn't be a true throwback.
I think it would still constitute. I mean, you've seen some of the other throwbacks. Because saying that would be like saying, well, since UniFirst is sponsoring it instead of the National Guard, it's not a true throwback.
Yeah. Touché. But I do like it. I do like
like it as well.
This one's being run at the Darlington Throwback Race, in case you didn't figure that out by yourself.
I'm still salty that Bristol was not a throwback scheme race. It was just a throwback track race.
Yeah, you can't win them all, though.
Salty. Okay.
Now, this next one is actually
nice.
pretty nice to look at, too.
I just noticed both of our schemes are patriotic.
Well, these aren't like, well, you talking about to reveal? Yeah.
Yeah.
What race is this one at again? Where'd you go? There it is.
Where'd you go?
Gateway is where this next one's gonna be run. Travel Centers of America. Chris Buescher mobile.
America.
This looks pretty. I don't think this picture does it justice, because like the red and blue kind of look like a.
They look kind of faded,
purple, and yeah. But
I think that it's definitely gonna look really good on the track with that reflective 17. Which,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I like a lot of Buescher schemes. I like Buescher as a driver. I feel like he's kind of underrated. I'm definitely excited to see this scheme hit the track.
Gateway, baby. gateway. Yep, that's the two schemes we got to reveal for future races. There are quite a few new schemes that'll be on the track at Richmond. So like we mentioned before, Thursday morning is usually when we release that paint scheme video for the week. Be sure to check that out to catch all those schemes. But the more important schemes are now up to bat. You ready for it?
Oh, it's S cubed. Let's go, baby. Look at that beautiful intro. Thanks again, Voodoo, for all your hard work on this. Let's take a look at... so I have the older scheme. And I chose Casey Mears, number 25, National Guard, 2007 car, just because of how flippin' sexy it is. Not to mention that it is actually... So he ran on... 2007 Coke 600, ended up winning because he saved fuel for the last 2 laps. He started P16. On lap 140, he had to drop to the tail of the longest line because he was observed speeding after pitting. 178, the team installed a new battery. 337 brought in another caution where Mears started P2. Lap 381 began the green flag pit stops. By lap 398, Mears had a 10-second lead over JJ Yaley. He slowed to conserve fuel for the last 2 laps and was able to maintain the lead till the checkered flag, his only win in the Cup Series, and he did it with that sexy neon yellow that makes me think of this. You'll know what I'm talking about, Voodoo. You know the safety straps?
Yep.
I knew you'd know what I was talking about.
I'm pretty sure I got one of those around here somewhere. I don't know where it's at though. It's probably up in the shed, to be honest.
I got lucky, and we didn't have to wear those in boot, but my brother, who was in the Guard, wore his, and it cracked me up. So
yeah,
that is my
I can never dislike a military theme vehicle. They're always nice to look at.
Well, I'm not gonna say always. There are some that you're like, what were you thinking when you made this? I really... So another reason that I chose a scheme is I want to talk about how I really miss how the military used to sponsor schemes. Now the only branch that sponsors is the Air Force. Don't get me wrong, they have some pretty killer schemes.
Sucks that they put them on Bubba Wallace's car, though.
I know. But, like, we'll take a look at Eric Jones's, like, P51 scheme. That thing was awesome.
Yeah.
But I just wish that, like, the Guard and the Army cars, and even... I think even there for a short time, Navy sponsored one. I wish they'd come back, and...
I don't care about any of the other ones. Just bring the Army back.
Negatory.
But yeah. So that's yours. Mine's not as fancy as yours. Mine is from this past weekend because I have the I guess now scheme or future scheme or current scheme, whatever way you want to twist or turn it. And I'm going with old Japanese man Kamui Kobayashi. Because that Mobile 1 scheme was... Yeah. Man, he showed you all sides of it by getting spun around a couple times.
Yeah, so I seen a meme, not really trying to derail what you're saying, but I seen a meme where it showed the dude, like, you know, the guy that's sitting behind the tree, like, moving his hand like this and licking his lips, like he's ready to get something.
Mm-hmm.
It cracked me up because it said Ricky Stenhouse. Anytime he sees Kobayashi in a race, it cracked me up.
insane. So much like our rookies, I mean, technically it was only his second Cup Series start. But he started P25, dropped back 4 spots to P29. Seems like a common theme of the drivers that we're talking about today. But I don't know what it is about that scheme, but it is something pretty. And it looked real good on track too. Even if...
Oh, what the heck's going on? You're like real robotic for some reason.
That's because of that stupid thing that showed up. It should be cleared up now, though, huh?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, the lovely 50th anniversary Mobile One scheme. I think it's pretty nice, even though he wasn't able to really have a good race in it. Which I had him on my fantasy team to start off when I first picked the week, and then something made me take him off of the team, which I'm glad I did. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had him on my DraftKings, so that was no bueno.
Yeah,
I lost money this weekend.
Shame.
Yeah, not too bad though.
Then that covers it for this week. That is everything.
Yes, sir.
So thank you for the viewers that joined us during live time. Thank you for the viewers that didn't join us during live time and are currently watching us on YouTube or Spotify. Did you rock? Wouldn't do this show if it weren't for you guys. If you don't mind,
definitely
taking that little bit of extra time to hit the follow or subscribe button on whatever platform you are watching / listening to, and hit up our Twitter and all that fun jazz.
Our Twitter, our YouTube, our Spotify. If you are on YouTube and you want to see when we post, because we do have some bonus episodes. I think we've got Voodoo's paint schemes we have up most of the time on Thursdays. I post my weekend winners on Mondays, and then we go live, of course, on Mondays, and we also post the VODs of our live on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, hang on. But if you want to get notified, hit that bell icon on our YouTube. And, shoot us a subscribe on YouTube. It doesn't cost anything. Follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Spotify. Follow us on all that. I really like what I'm seeing. I say it all the time, but if you guys seen, the guys that were here before, and you've seen how sad the first version of the podcast was.
I wouldn't say it was sad. It was just it was a seed.
Yeah, it was definitely very raw. And then you come to this, we've got video, we've got graphics going up. If you listen just on Spotify, I hope the quality is a little better in the microphone. The news goes a little bit deeper. It's not just me shouting random information at you, like he went at this lap, he did this, at this lap, he did this. We're actually having conversations, and it's been a lot of fun. Hang on, I'm about to cough. I hate allergies. Anyway, I love to see how much this has evolved, especially since, I've reached out to Voodoo and asked for his help. He's definitely taken it to a whole different level. And I'm just really excited to see it build even more. And that can't happen without you guys. I know I can't say thank you enough. We kind of set out our goals in Behind the Mic. If you haven't watched that, we have a bonus episode on YouTube exclusively called Behind the Mic. It's where we talk a little bit about us, where we come from in NASCAR. It's a longer episode. I will warn you, it's about 2 hours long. But it kind of explains where we are in the sport. I think we talked about doing at least one more for like new viewers of NASCAR, because I don't know, like I said earlier, I don't know if you've seen it, Voodoo, but Eric Estep, I think he's the one that posted it. It was either that or Bob Pockris, I can't remember, but they said that last year at this time, NASCAR viewership was at 2.3 million viewers. This year it's at 4 million and still going up. So I'm really excited to see what all goes on. So there's a lot of new people that's being introduced to the sport, and I kind of want to break it down and take a little bit of time to explain what all's going on, what some of the terminology is, and stuff like that. Also, it's a chance for me and you to learn something new.
I learn something new just about every week.
You ain't lying. But yeah, guys, thank you so much again for watching and, you know, jumping in. Don't forget to join in for that giveaway. All you have to do is comment down. You can either comment on our X or on YouTube, or if you want to jump in the chat here, we'll get your username down, you know, just to get a signed piece of memorabilia. If you want to jump into our fantasy and get a chance to win a 1/64th diecast, be sure to do that.
Yeah. So he mentioned the NASCAR viewership going up, but I know it's a small feat and a small number at the moment, but I just want to shout out the 15 subscribers that we got on YouTube now. So it's a small number, but it's a big number for us. So, I would say our next goal would be to hit 25, and who knows, if we hit 25, maybe we'll talk amongst each other and see about doing something else for you guys.
Doing something special, yeah.
But you gotta get us there first. So we need 10 more. So tell your friends, and yeah, let's keep this thing on the path of growing, and just keeping it fun. I think that's all I got for this week.
All I've got.
All right. Well, in that case, thank everybody again for joining us during the live here on Twitch, or not live here on YouTube and Spotify. And we will catch y'all next week.
Is there